just different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, you gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. Said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure.
Hey, what's going on, good people? What's happening with y'all, man? We got something special in store today to teach y'all about how we do this middleman thing with government contracting and how I use a special tool called SB Money Flow to get it done. So you guys might want to stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, share this out with 3 other business owners, entrepreneurs who need to get involved with this thing called government contracting. Hey, y'all. What's happening, y'all? I hope everybody's having a great start to their week. We here in the middle of it, man. Once again, we will be going over how you guys can take your middleman to the next level. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to blow your mind. So let's get ready to dive into this thing. Once again, before we get started, make sure whether you're watching on replay or you're watching live, you never know who is tuning in live or on replay. Take the time out to network. Put in the comments where you are tuning in from. And most importantly, put in there, I am a millionaire. Remember, it all starts with you. I can preach till I'm blue in the ears about how you get involved with government contracting, how you can make these millions. But if you don't believe that you could do it, if you don't believe that you could take the action steps that's needed to get done, well, guess what? You'll never get there. You'll never be a millionaire. There's nothing nobody can teach you. It always will start with you first, no matter what you want to do. Of course, we want to do government contracting, but again, no matter what you want to do in life, not just business, if you don't believe that you could do it, well, it never happened. So make sure when you put that I am a millionaire in there, you believe. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, man, I got some good stuff to show y'all today. We kind of touched on it yesterday on our live stream at 8:30, but today we're going to dive into it a little bit more so you can see another strategy of how to take your middleman in government contracting to the next level. And I know we got a lot of haters out there when we start talking about middleman in government contracting, talking about it ain't legit, it ain't real, it's illegal, and X, Y, and Z, and blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? I've been doing it all my life. It's legal. It's legit. if you do it the way that I tell you to do it. You know what I'm saying? And we are going to be talking about that tonight. So once again, make sure that you guys hit that like button, subscribe button, share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs. But before we dive into this thing, let's see, who do we got in the building today? Amber, what's happening with you? I'm glad to see you here today. It's excited. It's time to take that action. It's definitely time to take that action. Let me do January, February, March. That was quarter 2. April, May, June. Well, this is quarter 3. July, August, September is quarter 4. And I'm telling you guys something. If you haven't won a government contract yet on the federal side, the 4th quarter will be the easiest chance for you when it comes to the federal government contract. And then the reason why is because they got to spend the money. Whatever money they got laid out on the table for them last 3 quarters after this month, July, August, September, it's a use it or lose it type thing. So a lot of deals happen at the end, that 4th quarter, the end of the period. Now, I'm not going to say it's the most money that's being spent during that time, but usually the most contracts are getting signed during that time because, again, it's use it or lose it. But they spend a lot of money all year. So I don't want to say the 4th quarter is where that most money gets spent. But absolutely, you can walk yourself into a contract by shaking the right hand, kissing the right baby. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get out of there in them streets right now. Like, you should have been doing it at the top of the year. But this 3rd quarter, man, you got to bust your behind and start networking because, again, it's going to be the easiest path. Amber's out there in Los Angeles. We got Z in the building. Another millionaire. What's happening with you, Z? Crystal, it's always a pleasure to see you here. Out there in Dallas, Texas. My guy, Timothy, what's happening with you out there in Houston, Texas? Another millionaire in the building. Shout outs to TTG. We got C Tuck in the building out in Hampton, Virginia. What's going on with you? Another millionaire out here. Tanya, what's happening with you? Pleasure to see you here today. My guy, Dexter, what's going on, brother? I appreciate you being here. Another millionaire in the building. Oh, what's going on? Baker and Baker Consulting. Man, I don't know what that is. But what's happening with you, my brother? Pleasure for you being here today, man. It's always a pleasure. And I appreciate you being extremely active in our private community, man. I love the vision that you're putting together to grow for yourself. And I see your millions is coming. It's coming real soon. But I appreciate you being part of the community and utilizing the tools that we got here to help you grow, my brother. Keep doing your thing out there. But once again, guys, we are going to be talking about that middleman work. That middleman work is going to change your life if you allow it. We got Tim out there in Arizona. What's going on with you? I'm about to switch my screens here, guys. So if you have any questions for anything that I go over, feel free to go ahead, put the question in the comment. I'm usually active with you guys and asking you to put stuff in the comments. So make sure you put a Q followed by your question. That way, if we start typing in the chat, I can always go back and find it. But I will answer every question that pops up before we get out of here. So feel free to ask any question that is on the top of your mind. Because if you try to ask me a question in my DMs after I get off this live, I don't answer that stuff, man. I go live 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Ask your question right here. If you DM me, I'm going to send you a consultation link and charge you for it. So get all them questions out while we right here on live. All right, let's go ahead and switch the screen here so we can get started, man, and show y'all some amazing things that we got in store for you. If I could find my screen, there it goes. First things first, I got to put this in the chat, man. Make sure that you guys are visiting travisknows.com because this is going to be your hub to find everything that we got going on. I highly, highly advise you guys when you get here, go ahead and join our private group here with Pure Money. It doesn't cost you one single dime. But if you want any of our tools, virtual consultations, if you need access to funding, yes, if you're a business owner and you need some access to funding, this is the company I use. It's not my company. It's the company that I use, and they're really, really good with small businesses. Ladder Financial Group. Make sure that you guys go ahead and get your funding there. If you need a tool for bookkeeping. QuickBooks is the way I go. You actually get 30% off for 6 months when you utilize this link to get your QuickBooks. And if you need that Amex card, which I highly advise you guys to get a business credit card and pay it back when you use it. Okay. We don't just, get credit for no reason, but absolutely we're going to use other people's money. And that credit card is that other people's money that we're going to use it. Amex, man. They got some good point systems that you could utilize to live a life of luxury when you start winning all these government contracts. How y'all think I did that thing, man? I live my life completely for free because I use my credit card points. I buy stuff for the government with my credit card, and then I use my points. Plus, I get paid, the profit, but I use my points to live my life of luxury, and it doesn't cost me one single thing. So go ahead and grab that Amex. And last but not least, if you guys want to read the same books that I'm reading, it's all right here on travisknows.com. You can go ahead and get your reading list up. But we are here to learn about some middleman work with government contracting. And we just, our tech team just updated our software. And let me tell you, it's amazing. So let's dive into it, man. When you get the SB money flow, you're going to come down here to the GovCon marketplace. It doesn't matter what level of SB money flow you get access to this GovCon marketplace. You're going to go ahead and sign into that thing right there. And we're not going to focus on the NAICS codes and stuff today, right? Yeah, I think you guys understand the SB money flow can find the federal government contracting. But do you see our news flash at the top? New feature alert, new feature alert. We are starting to add state and local contract opportunities as well. Do you hear me? Come on now. Look, we're trying to make this thing real easy for y'all. We want SB Money Flow to be one-stop shop for small business owners. We don't want you getting more software. We don't want you going out there paying for government software. Then you got to pay for marketing software. You got to pay an email provider. You got to pay to automate your social media. We don't want you to do that. We want you to just get SB Money Flow, and SB Money Flow can handle it all. But we're focusing on the government contracting side of what it could do today. In federal contract, we got down pat. It's already been here. But again, we have now added state and local government contracting to the portal. So let's check it out, guys. And I'm going to give you the strategy, the middleman strategy behind all of this stuff. Now, actually, before we check out the state contracting, let me explain this middleman thing real quick. You cannot sell a product. Well, I guess you can. Let me not say you cannot, because some people manufacture the products, so that statement wouldn't hold true. But the odds of you manufacturing a product that the government is buying, and I'm talking to the people on the internet right now, like y'all probably look a little something like me, and I don't mean by skin color, I mean age and the way that we operate and the business that we've built. We don't have a manufacturing business. So since we don't have a manufacturing business, that means every product that we sell to the government is technically a middleman situation. I got to buy the product from somewhere else, and I got to sell it to the customer called the government, and they're completely okay with that. They know this. This is how the economy operates. If they just allowed Apple to sell the government iPhones, it wouldn't be a lot of money moving in the economy. But instead, the government says, wait a minute, we want them iPhones, but can somebody go get them for us? When you go get them iPhones from Apple, we'll pay you a little bit more than what Apple is charging. We understand that you are a small business owner and you need to generate revenue. So if the iPhone is costing $1,500, don't quote me on it, it's probably way more than that. But if the iPhone is costing $1,500, and don't quote me on the price that I'm about to say either, because I ain't did the research and I ain't sold no iPhones to the government in a while. But it costs $1,500, I can sell it to you for $1,800, $1,900. Y'all might be saying, well, $200, $300 ain't a lot of money. Well, if they order 200 iPhones, ain't that a lot of money? The federal government ain't ordering one iPhone. They're going to order a lot of iPhones. iPads, books, pens, tablets, paper. I mean, you name it. So since we understand that, you got to go get this from somebody. Now, people like Apple, businesses like Apple, you probably can't just go straight to Apple and get the iPhone. And what I mean by that, you could go to the website, check out 500 iPhones and blah, blah, blah. But that ain't what you want to do. Instead, you need to be a reseller, and Apple's not going to let you be a reseller because they don't know you. It's kind of, well, I don't want to compare it to that because I'm on LinkedIn. I always like to compare stuff to the movies that we watch on TV. But here's the thing. Ain't nobody going to let you in the door. The people that are making Apple's making trillions, right? They're not just going to let you in the door and become a reseller. Do you understand a reseller means that I got a relationship with you? Apple don't know who you are. And just because you showed up to an Apple event, that don't mean they know who you are. See, you ain't made them no money yet. That's why they don't know who you are. You got to make them money, and then the rich can recognize you. So since Apple probably won't let you be a reseller, we need to look for the resellers on Apple's list because Apple has a list of resellers. Or we need to make a relationship with a Best Buy, a CDW, a Verizon, somebody else that got them cell phones. And I'm just giving Apple as an example. The list could just go on and on about different products. The moral of what I'm trying to say is don't allow people to scare you with this middleman thing, especially when we're selling products. Okay? Because that's just legit. The government already knows I'm buying the stuff from a manufacturer or a reseller who's on their list. They get it. Okay? The next part of this thing called middleman is service side. Now, the service side is where you could get yourself in trouble and become a pass-through. A pass-through is kind of like this. It's saying, hey, the contract is $2 million, right? Well, I'm going to get this contract and not do absolutely anything, and I'm going to take $30,000 off the top because that's going to be my fee, and I'll give the other company the rest of the money to run the project. Well, that's a pass-through. It's passing through you. The money is passing through you to another company, and you took a finder's fee, essentially. That's what this looked like. But yet your name is on the document of doing the contract. Well, that's illegal. But if I look at service base and say, well, wait a minute, can I hire some people on my staff? Can I hire 4 or 5 people? And it depends on the contract, of course. Can I put 4 or 5 people on my staff, the subject matter experts that they want for this contract? Now I got 5 employees and my subcontractor got 3 employees. Well, they never asked Travis to do the work. That's the kicker of what I'm trying to explain. They don't want me to do the work. They ask my company to perform. It just so happens that my company hired the smart people who could actually do the contract. Now it's not a pass-through, nor am I just taking $30,000. I need 51% or more of that money so I can pay my staff. Not a pass-through anymore. Now you may be saying, well, Travis, where do I get the staff from? Well, possibly that prime contractor, that subcontractor that you're looking to work with, they may have staff for you. It could be a possibility that the contract you're looking at was already staffed with another company called the incumbent, that they're going to lose the contract because maybe they wasn't performing correctly, but they got 3 smart people that the government liked. Well, guess what you do? Bring them over to your company. Now, that doesn't just happen overnight, right? This is a whole strategy. It may take a couple months for you to wine and dine, figure out what employees is with the other company. It's like tampering, right? I'm trying to figure out how to get them to come over to my company. And now, once again, I take on those past employees, bring them into my company, and now we can do the work. I'm not a pass-through. I still like to look at it like a middleman situation because here's the thing, man. As long as Travis ain't doing it, I look at it like a middleman. Okay. I know I use this term. It's kind of like clickbait. I wanted people to click on here because everybody keeps using the middleman thing. But now I'm trying to bring it back to logic. Okay. I'm Travis Davis is not doing the work. My company is doing the work, but I'm standing in the middle. And in the middle of the contract, it's saying, hey, you got to have this amount of people. So, okay, well, I understand. I need to get a certain amount of employees. I'm in the middle of the employees and I'm putting them to work. I'm in the middle of my subcontractor, which is kind of just like employees. Everybody's working for me, technically. It's just I can't give my subcontractor all the money. So now, as long as I got them employees, we break money. Everybody's happy. Okay, so that's one of the service sides that you could do. Now, the ultimate middleman for the service side is to consult. Okay, now you're truly in the middle position. I can go out there and find the contract opportunities, and my mind is, again, I'm not doing the work, nor am I looking to hire the employees, unless I want the subcontract of it. Or I want some experience where, I help somebody get the contract and they allow me to get a butt or two. Well, we call it an employee or two, a FTE. If I could get one of them to sit down and I can bill for that, well, now I start building past performance of the things that my company does. So that's why I may want a butt in the seat. But other than that, if you're just looking to generate some revenue for yourself, you become a consultant. So we look at it as a middleman. I go look at the contracts. I figure out who the prime is. I'm in the middle of this contract from the government and the prime. I stand in the middle. And the prime don't know they the prime yet. I'm going to create all of this as the consultant. I hold the contract in my hand that this prime ain't paying attention to. Now I introduce myself and my business as a consultant agency. Well, now they just pay me. I preferably have a retainer that they got to pay me, and my retainer goes up $2,500 per $2.5 million that they are awarded, and they pay me every month. And the more money that I bring them, the higher my retainer gets until they don't want me anymore. And that's just my fee. If I happen to get a butt in the seat, great. But as a consultant, you get your money when they got to pay me my retainer no matter what, win, lose, draw, anything. My retainer is going to get paid. Okay. But after that, I don't get the benefit off the contract. That's the kicker. So if I help them win a $10 million contract, I just get my retainer raised for $2.5 million. Every 2.5, it goes up $2,500. That will raise, but I don't get a percentage of the contract. Well, let me take that back. I want to take that back because I do get a percentage of the contract. I get a percentage of the base year of the contract, that first year, but I don't get, right, like I'm not getting paid for year 2, 3, 4, 5. No, because I'm a consultant. I take my money and I go on to the next deal. That is the ultimate middleman position where it's legal. So you got to stop listening to people who don't understand how to do this when they keep talking middleman is illegal. Well, yeah, if you become a pass through, that is illegal. But this is legit middleman work that I'm telling you about that can get you paid. And we're going to look at SB money flow, and I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to go about doing that. So we already know. See, tuck Google Docs. I don't know what that means. All right. We already know federal government contracting, right? Okay. So once again, I'm not going to harp on this side of the space looking at the federal government contracts because I'm going to show you the new feature that we have here with SB money flow in our state in local government contracts. Now, we only got California, Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina added right now. More are to come. Okay. I highly advise you. Once we get all these states and local on, the price is going to go up. So don't tell me nothing about I was grandfathered in the old price. Well, you stop paying your bill. The minute you stop paying your bill, you got to down deal with the new prices. If you get in later and tell me I watched the video previously where the price was X and Z, well, that was previously. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. Well, it is for right now, but I'm giving y'all a heads up. The price tag will be going up. So anyways, let's go take a look at like Georgia. Now, the thing about state and local contracting, all of them are different, right? There's no standard way of how a state operates. So we got to be very mindful of that. That's why we got some characteristics. As a matter of fact, let me show you, like you can see that we can filter this with RFPs, RFQs, and the different categories that they give us for the state of Georgia. But if I go to Florida, it's not the exact same way, right? I can't filter the same way because they don't do it the same way. But anyways, let's come back here to Georgia real quick, and I'm about to show y'all the ultimate middleman way. Once again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs so they can learn how to do this middleman government contracting as well. And if you got any questions for anything that I go over, go ahead, put it in the chat, and I will answer them eventually here. So Georgia, right? I can actually come here, click on open, and now I can see all of these contract opportunities that are available in the state of Georgia. Now, of course, if you're a person that just want to do quotes, you don't really want to write out, a whole proposal, then, we can look at requests for quotes. All right. Instead of proposals. This ain't nothing but you could probably do this on your QuickBooks or whatnot. I haven't really read the opportunity. They may have a sheet on here that you got to fill out for the quote and return to them. I don't know. But look, we got the Georgia Police Academy. Okay. Well, you may be saying, well, Travis, this is giving me the notice ID, but I can't see nothing. Just click right here. Well, now we got the opportunity details. Now, I don't want to say everything pops up like this because, we got to just pull what the government gives us out there. So they don't always give us everything. But the moral of the story, if they do give us everything, we got it. Now I can see the department. I can see the deadline when this thing is due. And I can see the description of what's going on right here. And if I really, 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 really like this thing, I can click right here. I got the document, right? I can download the document of what it's talking about. And I really advise you guys always download the documents. But you see, this is a really short document. What are they looking for? This is a conference. Bidders. All right, so you got to go to the conference before you can bid on the products, I would imagine. Now, again, I'm just skimming through it, so I'm not really reading on it. But the beauty about it, if you actually come back here, want to take a deeper dive here. Oops, I clicked on the wrong one. Take this. If you want to take a deeper dive at it, just click this house right here. And boom. We are now right here to the actual solicitation of what's going on the actual website version of it, which is, we're probably going to have to be here anyways to respond. I've never responded to a contract in Georgia, so I don't know 100% what the process is for Georgia. But if I read it, I can figure it out. It ain't that complicated. Now, you may be saying, Travis, how do I get to the middleman of this stuff, though? Like, how are you making it easy for me? Well, I'm about to show you. Well, if you've been listening to the way that I've been telling you to do federal government contracting, we're going to utilize SB Money Flow. We're going to do the exact same thing. The only difference is we're not really looking at the federal side of this house. Instead, we're saying, okay, well, let me take a look here. Let me look at an opportunity. Okay. This is with the Secretary of State. It's with Georgia. Wish I didn't have to read the whole thing. This is what I don't like about state contracting. Man, they make you do too much work. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what city in Georgia it's in. But I guess they're going to force me to try to look and see everything that's going on. All right, this is what cleaning services for University Village, the Georgia Center. I'm guessing that's Atlanta, University Village. I don't feel like looking it up. I'm going to guess that's Atlanta. Okay. Anyways, now that we understand, okay, we got the opportunities for the state of Georgia, the opportunities that they got coming out. We got a couple sitting right there in Atlanta. Now all you're going to do is come over here to businesses, and I promise you this. These companies that are making millions of dollars, guess what they not doing? No state contract. So all we going to do is come right here. We're looking, well, you could look for active or inactive, honestly, but we're going to look for active businesses here on the federal side because we want to mess with some businesses that already got money. Then we're going to come over here. We could look between $1 million and 10 million. We could do it less than $1 million, but we ain't playing around with the people that only made a couple $100. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to filter this bad boy by Georgia. All right, now that I got this bad boy filtered by Georgia, now if you knew the NAICS code for whatever it is that you wanted to do on the state side, remember the state don't use NAICS codes. So you can't look at the state and say, okay, well, where's their NAICS code at, blah, 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 blah. You got to understand, okay, well, the state wants some IT work done. Well, now I can come over here and look at the IT business owners that have won federal government contracts. So right now we're looking at IT businesses that are located in Georgia and have won up to $10 million. Well, now I could come down here and look at the city and go, okay, well, we don't want to look at the companies in Duluth or Gainesville or whatnot. I want to pay attention to all the businesses in Georgia. And I go ahead and sort this by the city. And now ABCDFG. Oh, it's AT. Atlanta. Look at all the businesses that are in the backyard of Atlanta. So now I can look at the money and go, okay, well, they making $8 million. They probably ain't going to listen to you. I ain't even going to lie. They almost at $10 million. You just coming out the woodworks. Ain't nobody got time to talk to you. This company with $2 million and $1.4 million, they'll listen to you. This $1,300 company probably don't know what they're doing. This $500,000 company, I would possibly reach out to them. 73,000, they don't know what they're doing. 2.5, I could possibly reach out to them, right? All I'm doing is filtering through this. 398, I could reach out to them. 737, I could reach out to them. So then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start favoriting these. So that way I can come back to the companies that I favorite and start reaching out to them. Oops. Where we at? Cool. Now I got all my companies in my favorite list that I would want to reach out to. And now, this is just scheduling your day out. Like, okay, well, now you got to spend 2-3 hours today reaching out to these companies. Or you could pay a virtual assistant and do it, whatnot. But the strategy is here. It's on you to do it. See, a lot of people, y'all just too lazy. You just complain about everything in life. But the opportunities right here is so easy to do. If you think it's hard work, picking up the phone and calling people, you need to slap yourself. I see people outside in 100 degrees building houses. That look like hard work to me. If you tell me it's hard to pick up the phone because, oh, Travis, people hung up the phone on me. So I just told you the $9 million person is going to hang up on you the day that you pick up the phone. Like, ain't nobody got time to hear your story at $9 million. And I'm pretty sure that you're going to come approach most of these people with your story. And I keep trying to tell you, don't nobody want to hear your story. Maybe this $58,000 person to entertain your story because they ain't figured it out yet. And they probably got a story too. But the $8 million, the $2 million, 4, 5, 6, we ain't got time for your story, right? You need to bring us work. So now I'm saying, okay, well, $2 million, Indigo Blue Construction. I'm about to become their middleman. I'm about to say, okay, well, they in Atlanta, they need construction. Well, let me come over here to the state opportunities because I'm pretty sure they're not working with the state. They too focused on federal government contracting. Now I can look right here. Oh, well, what do you know? They got construction contracts. I can filter with Georgia. And let me take off the RFQ because we probably need some proposals for the construction side of the house. Now, all of a sudden, I can start listing this out. You may be saying, well, Travis, how do I know that they want to go after the opportunities or not? Well, that's very simple, too. What was it? Indigo Blue. I think that was the name. Construction. GORGIA. Well, now you got to take your time and read and comprehend. And you got to do your own due diligence. See, I got people that's so lazy. They come to me like, Travis, I found an IT contract. You want to take a look at it and partner? No, I don't want to take a look at it. And no, I don't want to partner. Like, you being lazy again. Instead of you taking your time out and researching, reading my website to figure out what type of IT it is that we do, take a look at what previous contracts that we won, that we got experience in, so you don't bring me BS. Instead, you approach me and say, hey, Travis, look, I got 2 contracts in help desk right here. That's what HHS, the agency you done already did help desk with before, and possibly got some contacts with. Or Travis, I got the contacts over at NIH, but it's for a help desk opportunity. If we partner together, we can work it out. Well, now it's starting to make sense. I don't have to take a contract because you gave me an IT contract and now I got to read the whole thing to figure out like, yo, this has nothing to do with the type of IT that I do. All that's going to do is make me even madder. It's going to make me block you, ignore you, and not pay you no attention. And I ain't the only one like this. I'm trying to warn you. So instead, you need to take your time. You need to read here how this company operates. You need to notice that it's a woman-owned small business. And once you start to realize the work that they do, that they've done, then you come back over here and you start matching these type of contracts up to them on a state level. Now, you're not going to approach them and give them the details. Like, you're not going to come up to them and say, hey, look, I got a contract with Savannah Airport Commission. In the contract, they want to do, well, we got to tell them exactly what needs to be done. But I'm not telling them the agency that is working for, the due date. I'm not giving them no contract number. Instead, all I'm going to be looking for down here is what we call the statement of work. Like, what is it that they want me to do? Extend taxiway. All right. So see, look, they don't even have the statements of work on this thing. This is what their statement of work right here, I guess. All right. So we would send them this, the complete examination, understand. All right. Bidders are invited to submit proposals for this work. I'm not sending them that. To complete the examination and understanding of the construction plan, specifications, contract documents, blah, 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 blah. And you may be saying, okay, well, I need to tell them which airport. No, I don't. Not right now. I need to say a airport. I'm not going to tell the person that I'm trying to partner with me that we got a contract opportunity at Savannah Airport. That is crazy. Instead, I'm letting them know, hey, look, man, we're looking to hire a company to do some of all of this, I would say, right? At an airport. I'm letting them know I'm looking to hire somebody. I'm looking like I got the contract already. I'm looking to hire them because I need this quote, right? I'm looking to hire your company to do this at an airport. And they may say, well, which airport it is? It's an airport located in Georgia. Like, I don't need to tell you no more than that. I'm not telling you exactly which airport it is because you may just take the job from me. And that's not how I'm trying to do it. I need us to team and do a joint venture contract or something of that nature, or become a consultant to them or something. We got to work together here. Like that Denzel thing. I'm leaving here with something, right? And this is how it operates right there. So that's how you would go about doing the middleman on that state and local level. And then guess what? If you bring those companies that's making $4, $5, $6 million contract opportunities with the state, and you guys partner together, or you consult to them and help them win a contract with the state, You think they're not going to work with you on the federal side? I mean, that's your way in the door. So I'm telling you, most of these companies that are making millions of dollars on the federal side is not looking at state and local government contracts. It's just, it is what it is. Their resources ain't deep enough to work with the state and local government. Unless they got somebody on the other side to do all the preliminary work. Then if we can win a contract together, by all means, that company that got $5-6 million, they got money to hire people. So that's why I'm not worried about saying, okay, they don't have the capacity to work with state and local contracting. They didn't have the capacity for business development with the state and local contracts. But to actually work the contract, they got a thing called money. And when you got this thing called money, you can hire people. So it's not about whether they can do it or not. They absolutely can do it. So hopefully y'all are understanding that. Y'all drop a fire emoji down there in the chat if you picking up what I'm putting down. Also, if you got any questions, make sure you drop them in the chat. And make sure you're hitting that like button, that subscribe button. Share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs, business owners that you know need to get involved with this middleman work and government contracting here. All right, let's see what we got so far. Can I still use it with my manufacturing company? I don't know what I said. To answer that question of can I still use it with my manufacturing company? I don't know. I don't know what I said. Does your lending partner that you suggested work with small businesses with no tax returns? Yep. I have revenue and have 1-2 contracts I would like to buy. Yes, they absolutely will. See, the beauty about my lending company right here, you guys go to travisknows.com, you go to access funding. The reason why I really like them, they specialize in working with small businesses. And what they do is you got to meet with them first, talk about what you're trying to do here, and they're going to put you in the best position to get money. So whether you need credit cards, okay, they may line you up in position to get credit cards that got a high limit on it because that could be smarter than, filling out the paperwork for loans and things of that nature where you got to have a personal guarantee or something of that nature. Or again, it may be the best option to go get a loan. It may be the best option to go get a line of credit. That's why they are the specialists. They know exactly, depending on your profile, of what's going to be the easiest way to get you the money that you want. And they're going to make sure that you are in position to pay the money back. They're not going to just set you up. But by all means, they will definitely help you out there. See, Tuck, what's the best program app to use to download and fill out government documents and the attachments? This is what's holding me back. What's the best program app to use to download and fill out the gov documents and the attachments? Ain't no program. Yeah, you gotta fill that one out yourself, shawty. There ain't no program to help you fill out no government docs. But what I will tell you is this, and again, all the government docs, they could be different. It could be a document to say, hey, we need you to fill out our form for your pricing if you're doing a quote, right? So you got to literally respond. And it's important that you read it, because if they tell you you got to use my paperwork to put your quote on, if you send that quote with your own, like QuickBooks or something, because it's easier to do at a click of a button, you automatically lost because you didn't follow directions. So it's very important that you got to read. And if they tell you use their papers, you got to use their papers. If it's a proposal, right, we still got to read that bad boy, and it's telling us the page count, the font count. It's telling us cover pages and everything that we need to have there. So again, if you miss one thing, if you put that thing at 18-point font and they told you 16-point font, they're not even going to read the cover page. They're just going to throw it away. They say these type things, guys. You have to understand. This is a customer that's spending over $4 trillion a year. They understand that they change lives. Okay. If they made everything so simple and basic, well, then, it wouldn't be competitive, right? There would be no competition here. They do stuff like writing 16-point font on a proposal. And I'm just throwing that number out there. Don't you quote me and say proposals need to be a 16-point font. I told you to read. But they say things like 16-point font, only 40 pages, because they want the fool who didn't take the time to read to show them immediately so they don't have to read the rest of the paperwork. They want the fool to say, okay, I told you 40 pages and you did 39 or you did 41. I don't even have to read no more of the document. You too ignorant to read and comprehend it. I just get to throw this in the trash. I don't care how much time you wasted, how much money you spent building the relationships and printing all the stuff. I don't care. You didn't read and comprehend. You put it at 18-point font and I told you 16. I get to throw your proposal in the trash immediately because, again, you are telling me you don't know how to read and comprehend. It ain't no way that I can award somebody $2 million, $5 million, $10 million if they can't read and comprehend a RFP. It just don't work that way. So I highly advise you, I got to get in the habit of reading. Now, what I will tell you guys, I utilize, let me see where it's at, a scoring system, right? So marketing, These are not all my documents. Yeah, where's the rest of my stuff at? This can't be it. That can be it. Where all my documents go? I don't know where all my documents went. Almar, that's the only folder from Almar. That's crazy. What Google do to all of my documents? All right, well, let me pull it up another way and show you guys what the scoring looks like. I don't know what Google. Maybe I didn't put it all in there. Oh, no, that's my actual proposals. Where are we at? Capture documents. So we call it capture, right? So it's really a bid, no bid decision tree. And I pull something out like this every time I go through a proposal. The first thing that I'm looking at, and this ain't showing up right because I ain't got Microsoft Word, is I got pre-proposal interview questions, right? So I'm trying to get in front of the customer before the opportunity hits the street, because once it hits the street, I can't really talk to them like I want to. Okay. So if I get in front, and when I say hits the street, I'm talking about it hits sam.gov, or for state and local contracts, it hit whatever portal that your state or local government does their contracting out of. That's called hit the street. All right. When it gets on that platform, I can't talk. I can't freely talk. Okay. Because it becomes like illegal if I ask certain questions that look like, I'm trying to get favoritism or something of that nature. So they can't answer certain questions. But if I get in front of them before the contract hits the street, I can ask whatever I want. It's perfectly legit. So we got those pre-proposal questions. Now, when I do get the actual proposal, all right, she don't want to work for me. Everything is in Excel. Let me move this over here so we can pull it up. I pulled it up there. All right, let me move it over here. Maybe we can get it right there. There we go. It's probably going to come out nasty. All right, cool. Anyway, so now this is actually what I also do when I consult to companies, because if I got to do it for myself to win a contract, and I'm your consultant, you hired me to consult, I got to do the exact same stuff to help you win a contract. So this is another beauty of consulting. I put the company's name here that I'm consulting to. And trust me, when you have paperwork like this, it just shows you as a person, you know what you're talking about, right? And this is just one. I got multiple scoring templates that I utilize. Sometimes I use this one. Sometimes I use others. But essentially all you're going to do, matter of fact, let me use the other one so you guys can get a better understanding of what the scoring would look like. I think this one's it. Come back here to my Google Drive. Load. Come on, baby. All right. So this is a little better understanding so you could see, right? So same thing, you put all the company's information here. If it's your company, you put your own company's information here. You check the boxes for whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. Then it says, does your company have sufficient corporate, functional, and subject matter expertise? Like, yes or no, you got to be honest. The better you're honest with yourself on the opportunity, the better we understand. The better we understand if you got a chance of winning or not before we even submit the proposal. Like, we don't just submit a proposal and pray. God ain't got nothing to do with this. They wrote it in the RFP. They told you exactly how they're going to score this thing. So you go ahead, fill all of that out. Now, as you guys can see, I work with other companies. That was my mentor company that I was working with when they got that right there. I see some of my stuff cut off right there. But now you pull out. Okay, it would be on that other one. I had to come back to this one. But you would pull out every single thing that they told you in that RFP that they were going to score you on or judge you on, right? So that statement of work got a bunch of different tasks in there. You need to put every task. You need to put right here 18-point font, if that's what they say. You need to put right here past performance, if that's what they say they're going to be scoring you on. You need to put right here certifications, if that's what they say in there that they're going to be scoring you on. And then you get to be honest with yourself. 0 through 4 lets you know how strong you are. Now, I really like my other one. Where is my other one, man? Let me see if I can find my other one, because I really don't like it. Those two right here. I really don't know where my stuff is. It's like it got moved, man. Man, I got another scoring template somewhere. But anyways, I guess I'm just going to have to stick with those. Because my other scoring template at the bottom, you add all the numbers up and it gives you your overall total of what it is. But I don't know where I put it at. But anyways, you come here, you score yourself. Okay, you put all your qualifications, your revenue or whatnot, and then your subject matter experts. If you're going to be providing them, great. If you got a subcontractor that's going to be providing them, great. You need to make sure you score. The moral of this is you want to score yourself before you submit the proposal. Now, if I got a 99, like if you was honest with yourself right here and you got a 99, that means you got a pretty good chance of winning. That ain't got nothing to do with praying. Y'all got to stop with that. You actually got to do the work. There's no way around this. And you said, Travis, there's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot that I got to read and comprehend. I don't understand the words. I know you don't understand the words. That's why they got something called a dictionary. But we talking about $5 million here, and you telling me I ain't got time? But yet you got time to go to work every day for the rest of your life and only get $50,000 a year? You're being lazy when you say stuff like that. And I don't know how to fix that. If you don't want to do the paperwork to make yourself millions of dollars, then you shouldn't be focused on government contract. You should just go back to work. Or you should look for some people in Atlanta that's teaching you how to sell books on the internet. But the government contracting just ain't for you, and that's okay. It's a reason why everybody don't do government contracting. Just keep that in mind. All right, let's see. What else we got here? Is this SB Money Flow you're using? Yes, SB Money Flow. Yes, it is. SB Money Flow gets us state contracts, federal contracts, the whole nine. Is Michigan in your near future? I don't believe that they're on the top of the list. I'm gonna lie to you. Let me double check right here. I will tell you if Michigan is on the top. Let me come back here for a second. Because I think I told them. I'm trying to remember how I decided. Yeah, this is what I did. Oh, matter of fact, this is what I did. I remember what I did now. I just came down here and I said Detroit. Or Michigan, sorry. Yeah, Michigan ain't on the top. They only got 59 opportunities. Michigan ain't on the top. I'm letting you know that right now. They just not there yet. We went with places in the top that got the most federal opportunities, because by finding those federal opportunities, it'll make it easier to be a middleman with state opportunities. So that's why we focused on these areas first, because they got a large presence on the federal side, which helps you with finding partners for state contract opportunities, if that makes sense. But we gonna get all the states there eventually. Again, the hardest part about all this state stuff is every state, they got different websites, right? So like this is California, so we got to go to every state. We got to figure out, how we can grab their data legally, right? And then we got to tie it all in and code it all in, things of that nature. That's why state is taking a little bit longer, but trust me, it's coming. It is coming. All right. Once I started to understand the middleman strategy, putting butts in the seat, my mind expanded. I'm in the IT as well. Don't want to be the one doing the actual work. Hey, it ain't nothing like putting the butt in the seat. I'm telling you right now, putting the butt in the seat to change your life. Look. When I first got started out, not my first contract, but my second contract, I had 2 butts in the seat and I was only making $3 an hour off of them. And you may be saying, well, Travis, like, why the heck would you take a contract only making $3 an hour off of each person? It was because of the past performance. That past performance led me to my next contract where I definitely didn't make $3 an hour. So sometimes you got to make those type of sacrifices, right? This is the beauty about entrepreneurship and business ownership. Like, you control this thing. And if the strategy, if you've actually put all of your opportunities and you built your pipeline out, you'll see like, okay, if I sacrifice getting this opportunity right here where I don't make much money off of, it will put me in position for these other opportunities that's going to make me millions of dollars. And that's something that, it's hard for me to teach that. You got to actually be active doing this stuff and it will make sense. Now, what I will show you guys for a lot of things, if we go back to SB Money Flow here and I come down here to Pure Money AI, a lot of this stuff we've programmed AI to help you out with, and we're continuing to work with AI to figure things out. Now, of course, we can help with all your sales messages and your ad and whatnot. But if you scroll down here to prompt library, this is where your government contracting prompts lie. So now all of a sudden I could come down here and, you need help writing a proposal. This is a proposal assistance. You don't just write the whole proposal. It assists you. And the minute that Chat GPT, OpenAI will allow me to put more tokens in here, that's the only thing that's holding me up. I may try Google Gemini or something of that nature. The problem is I can't take the 180-page document that the government gave me and just paste it all right here, or else this is going to freeze up, because it can't take all those characters. So what I advise you to do is just look for the statement of work and put this right here. And sometimes the statement of work is too long, so you got to break that up into multiple things, right? But what this will allow you to do, it will assist you if you're writing a proposal about stuff that you know about. It will assist you with writing that. I programmed this already in. You put the statement of work, the solicitation number, NAICS code, agency certifications, and information about your company. It'll help you out. For my people who can't read that good, and trust me, I didn't know how to read that good either in the beginning. That's why I built this. I know you like me. These words be tripping you up. Well, guess what? You put the statement of work right here, and I programmed the AI to say, hey, once you get the statement of work, I want you to go ahead and break this down in a way that our reader can understand it. And it's going to spit it out for you like that. And then once you get all of that, now when we're looking to partner, instead of just calling them out the blue and having a email out the blue saying, hey, I want to work together, I want to also attach my capability statement. Well, guess what? I'm going to build a new capability statement that's catered to the person that I want to talk to. And this is how we could go build it really, really quick right here. And of course, if you guys want to do joint venture agreements and things of that nature, we can absolutely help you do the joint venture agreements. But chances are, if you work with a prime contractor, they're going to have the joint venture agreement together. But any of these law documents down here, I always advise you go, you can use this stuff, but if you really want to validate it, go get an attorney. Okay, I'm not an attorney, but I did talk to an attorney when we built all of this stuff out, right? So this is built by an attorney. I mean, I coded it, but she helped me put the stuff together. I actually need to call her so we could keep building this stuff out. Got a little lackadaisical over there. But we need to keep building this out. The moral of the story, Pure Money AI can help you out with that side of the house with a lot of your writing stuff. And once you produce something, right, it comes out here. Let me see if I can find one that I did for something. How to get started. Let me just come up here to the top. Let me come back up here to the top. See what I've produced. Sales page, LinkedIn, video, ad. Y'all see I use this for myself too a lot. Dang, I thought I did something previously. Okay. Let's see. Guess not. All right. So I'll click on something right here. All right. Anyways, what I was trying to show you guys is as it produced something. So what was this? Steps to get started with government contractor, federal or local agencies. So we did this for what? California, right? So I already know those California government contracts right there is telling me exactly what to do. So now that it produced this, I could say something like, I don't know. Okay, what is a local? Los Angeles. Okay, now I want to do local contracting in, we already did the Los Angeles. Oh, no, we did local contracting in Los Angeles. Y'all see I can't spell. Maybe I did spell it right. Please tell me how to do it. Now, I've programmed our AI to be a government contractor expert. So you can just keep talking to it. Hopefully I don't have issues with OpenAI. So there you go. To get started in the local Los Angeles area is telling you exactly what to do. The moral is you just keep moving. We want you to move fast. We don't want you to keep complaining and crying and making excuses. The tool is here. Yes, you got to make an investment in a tool and you got to take a risk. You got to take a risk that says, hey, I'm willing to sit down and learn how to use the tool. If you don't want to learn how to use tech, don't come over here. I can't help you. I'm letting you know right now, everything that I'm showing you guys, there's going to be a learning curve. And we also got this right here in case you want to talk to it instead of typing. You can absolutely talk to the AI. All right. I'm not allowed to have them as subcontractors. I'm getting confused about this issue. What are you not allowed to have? I don't remember what I was saying, what you're not allowed to have. Tell me what I was talking about. What's the limitation on subcontracting? Is it $250K below in order to sub out the contract? I guess you're talking about like that middleman stuff. I don't want you guys to get confused about that dollar amount stuff, right? Like, you need to just understand you can't be a pastor. Like, just don't be lazy. Like, don't look for scamming ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally what I want you to do is say, okay, well, look, I see an opportunity right here. Like, how can I work together with somebody to get this done? If what you're doing puts a thought in your mind that you're doing something illegal, chances are that you probably are. But if you know you're doing things legit, so let me give you, like, let's say you get a dry cleaning contract and your partner does the dry cleaning. It's $100,000. Well, we know you can't do the dry cleaning too. Like, the subcontractor is just going to do the dry cleaning. It's also going to say in the RFP, it won't have no clause in there that talks about subcontracting that you can't use a subcontractor. Like, it will tell you in the RFP what's legal and what's not. So a lot of this stuff, guys, you really just got to read the contract, and it will take the fear away, because it's telling you. If it don't mention anything in there about utilizing a subcontractor, well, guess what? You can use them. Like, if it don't say you can't use a subcontractor and can't use their past performance and things, well, you can use them. So guess what? That dry cleaning contract, it probably ain't gonna say nothing in there about what's illegal in subcontracting, because they already know you're going to call a local dry cleaner, partner with them, and that local dry cleaner is going to do the work. You're going to do the invoicing. You're still going to be in charge of managing the project. If that dry cleaner does something wrong, it goes down on you. So you got to keep that type of stuff in mind, right? But if we're talking about like a help desk contract, ain't no way that you can not do no work. Like, that's just lazy to me. And the goal with this government contracting thing, guys, it ain't no get rich quick scheme. The reason that the government contracting is here is to help you build wealth. In order to build wealth, you got to build a profitable business. They want you to have the employees. They want you to run and manage your own projects. That should be the goal. You want to get to 500 employees. Like, that's the number that you should be striving to get to. You don't want to keep nickel and diming for the rest of your life. That's crazy. I'm just telling y'all that, look, you can do what you want to do, but I don't play around with this. This space has changed my entire life. And I'm not just going to sit here and let people, play around with it, man. It's too valuable. So before the streets, where are those contracts posted? Great question. Great question. They're not. Instead, you got to do your own due diligence, right? So like, let's say California, like I could possibly look at the closed contracts, right? See when it was posted. Now, states is a little different. Okay, because they ain't going to take me all the way back. Maybe they got a database that could take me all the way back, but we understand that contracts are usually 5 years. You get your base year and then you get 4 option years after that, right? So now you got to do your own due diligence, right? So if I come here to home, go home, boy. All right, if I come here to home, I can actually take this back and we would go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2020 is where I want to be because 2024 is out the door. Instead, I'm preparing for 2025. If you ain't started this process already, you might as well go ahead and start getting yourself ready for 2025. So 2020, I can now see and say, okay, well, based off of my NAICS codes that I work with, here's the top 3 agencies right here. So now I would take a look at HHS and I would say, okay, well, here's the top office under that agency. Now I got the players right there who I could potentially reach out to. But what I ultimately want to do here is say, okay, CMS. I can now come over to fpds.gov. And I want to look up CMS. Oh, man, I forgot. You got to type things the way that the government got it. They ain't Google, which I hate about that. I wish they was Google. Now, also, advanced search would be a whole lot better. All right. So when I say advanced search, as you can see, I put that in there and it brought me back all this jargon. So I could just click right here. And now I got all of the opportunities that CMS got. Make sure that's all this right here. So what I'm going to do is erase what I put up there. So this is just advanced search. What I did is the contract agency name. And then I put the agency name right there. All right, then I'm going to go down here to advanced search. I'm going to search within those results. I'm going to go to award date or date signed, I believe. All right, date signed. All right. And then I want to go from matter of fact, we won't do January. We'll do October because that's the top of the year. And we'll take it to 2019, right? Because I need to get the top of the fiscal year. And then we'll take that on the 1st. And we're going to filter this to September 2020, the last day. And then we're going to search. And now I got all the contracts that should be coming. Not all of them per se, but now I got the contracts that should be coming up for renewal come 2025. And now I got to do my due diligence. I now need to go to CMS, get in touch with their small business agency. All right. I'm trying to find out, when I go sit down with the small business person, I'm not talking to you about government contracting. I'm talking to you about these 3 contracts. I'm really direct about our conversation. In the meantime, I'm also paying attention to the incumbent that had it because I may want to partner with them. They may be trying to get the deal again. So it may behoove me to get on their team. Or by me talking to the customer ahead of time, I may find out, or maybe through employees or anything could happen, that the government don't want this company no more. So I sure enough don't want to partner with a company that the government don't want no more. But that's how you find out all your information right here. Now you just got to go do your due diligence and sit down in front of people, start shaking hands and kissing babies. But you got 4,400 opportunities right there. Now you can filter it out through NAICS codes and things of that nature that would bring the numbers down. But this is how you find contracts that'll be coming up in 2025 because, 2024 is kind of out the door to me. The other thing that you could do is you could say CMS. Why am I drawing a blank? What do they call it? I'm drawing a blank. Forecast. There we go. Right. So you could put forecast 2024. Well, I see CMS may got it broken down by every month. I don't know. We're going to do 2024. All right. So now, hopefully, one of these will take me to the spreadsheet, which I'm going to need to put in my Google Drive because I told y'all I ain't got. So now I can take this spreadsheet right here. Where'd it go? Bid, Malmar. There it is. And now they tell me all of the opportunities that's coming out in 2024. So again, if they ain't planned award date, anticipated release date. So now I can pay attention. You see, some of them got to be determined, but now I understand this one ain't going to hit the street until 7/16. So I got time. I can start talking, right? But now I got all of the dates of the opportunities that they see. And some of these opportunities are the same opportunities that was previously awarded on FPDS. So you could do your homework and your due diligence. Like if it's a 5-year opportunity, chances are this was already done before or something of that nature. I want to go do my research, double check, make sure it wasn't done or it was done already so I can see who the incumbent was and I can start doing my homework. But that's how you go about finding those old opportunities there. I'm not trying to be difficult, but if you can't find your docs, how am I supposed to navigate this? Because I got a lot of contracts. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for 11 years. I got documents all over the place. You won't be like me. Trust me. Maybe you will after 11 years, but if you're just getting started, you ain't going to be that unorganized. I just got drives and stuff all over the place. I have a cargo business, so if I get a government contract, I can't find a 1099 driver to work. Yes, you can. Yes, you can find a 1099 driver to do the work. That's fine. Guys, that's a 1099 employee, right? It's not they're an employee to you, right? So just realize that. 1099 employees. Right? You mentioned something about being a pass-through, not go-through, pass-through. That's where it's confusing me. Look, I don't know how else to make it not make sense. Yeah, I don't know how else to make it not make sense. When you read the opportunity, I think if you read the opportunity, you'll get a better understanding of what a pass-through is and what it ain't. You just got to tell you, if you ain't doing absolutely nothing, right? You got a $5 million opportunity, you ain't doing absolutely nothing, you're being a pass-through. And when I say you're not doing absolutely nothing, I mean your business ain't doing absolutely nothing. You ain't got no workers. Like, you ain't got nothing on this project. It's a pass-through. But if it's something simple like cleaners, snow plowing, maybe not cleaning a whole building, but cleaning one little small office, like, it's not enough room in the contract for me to worry about a pass-through. And that's where that $250,000 thing come into play, right? Those opportunities ain't going to be that much. So you absolutely don't need to worry about whether I'm a pass-through or not. It ain't a lot of money. I'm telling you, once you start getting into the millions is when you really got to worry about that pass-through thing. Chances are all the small ticket dollar opportunities, you ain't got to worry about the pass-through. But again, you need to read the opportunity. The opportunity will tell you what is a pass-through and what ain't. Don't just listen to what I'm telling you. Don't listen to what nobody's telling you. You got to get in the habit of reading the RFP, and it will tell you whether you're about to be a pass-through or not. Literally, it will tell you. And that is how you can eliminate all the confusion. You just heard me. You get an idea that, yes, I could potentially be a pass-through. There's the opportunity there to do things illegal, but I'm not an illegal person. And I'm going to confirm I'm not an illegal person because I'm going to take my time and my due diligence to read the document, and I understand that the document will explain to me what is a pass-through and what's not. And that's the ultimate way to do this thing. It'll eliminate all the confusion. All right? So once again, guys, I hope that you guys get involved with SB Money Flow. Put a fire emoji down there in the chat if you guys picked up anything that I put down today. Put a confused face in the chat if you're still a little bit confused about this whole middleman thing, which I get it. I understand it. You're probably going to stay confused until you just try the stuff, until you really read something and submit towards the opportunity. It's probably just going to stay confusing to you. So I completely understand it. I just encourage, go read the document. It will explain it. Go submit the proposal. You'll build the confidence. But as long as you keep watching videos, I'm telling everybody this right now. If you just keep watching videos of me and other people on the internet, whether they're on LinkedIn, YouTube, blah, 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 all of us got different strategies of how we do stuff. You're just going to keep getting more and more and more confused because sitting on the sidelines studying don't help you with government contracting. Because none of us, including me, I'm perfectly okay and fine with saying this, not one person knows what this contract is talking about for you. Right? Like, not one person, I can't possibly tell you, oh, this is how you obtain this contract. I don't know until I read it. I would be a liar if I say this is the way that you need to go about winning that contract, unless it was a contract that I already won. Then I could tell you how to go about winning it. But any one of these contracts, I too have to sit down and read the document. It ain't no way around reading that document because the document is the key to winning. It tells you everything that you must do. It tells you how you're going to score. It's going to tell you what's illegal and what's not illegal. It's going to tell you how you got to invoice to get your money when you do win. It's going to tell you when the start date is. It's going to tell you when the close procedures are to close out the contract. It's going to tell you who is over the contract, who your representative is, everything. So I would just be sitting here lying to each and every one of y'all, which I don't do. I don't lie, if y'all know that or not. I ain't got time for that. Instead, I got to tell you exactly how it operates. Read the document, you'll find out the answer. Now, if you read the document and some things confuse you, that's another story. It makes it a whole lot simpler if you come to me and say, Travis, I was reading this document and I don't quite understand what it's telling me right here in this area right here. Can you explain it to me a little bit more? I think it was saying blah, blah, blah. Well, I can help you out now. But any blanket question that you guys ask me, like, I just got to give you a real blanket response that could hold true and it could not. Because it depends on what the document told us. Just point blank simple. And once again, if you don't want to take the time out to read the document, then you don't want to change your life and I can't help you. You don't want to be a millionaire like I keep telling y'all to comment in the chat every time. I am a millionaire. It starts with you believing. You have to believe that you can become a millionaire. And part of you believing that you can become a millionaire is you believing that you can read and comprehend the documents that are out there and respond. Don't just read it for the fun of it. And, oh, Travis, I read the document and now I'm scared. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that either. I don't even know how y'all be getting scared. This is what confuses me. How can you be scared of something you ain't got? Let's just say you submit a proposal to the best of your capabilities. If you lose, quote unquote lose, I hate saying lose. I got to figure out another term for this. If you're not awarded the contract, well, what did you really lose? Some time? Because you never had the contract in the first place. And guess what? The person don't care about you. Whoever was awarding the stuff, once they confirm that you were on the losing end, they don't care about you no more. They're not thinking about you at all. They're thinking about the winner. They're not going to remember that you was the loser or none of that. They're on to the project and worrying about the winner. So to be scared of submitting some paperwork, what you think, you submitting this to a teacher that's going to give you a F and then tell you got to stay back a grade? This ain't school. This is business. You submit that paperwork, you don't win. Guess what? That means you got to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. Do better next time. What we do is we ask for a debrief. The minute I find out that I lost, I ask them, hey, can I get a debrief so you can explain to me why I lost? And then I'm coming back. Don't think I ain't coming back. Now they'll recognize me. That's called marketing. See, the only way that you can truly market in the government outside of shaking hands and kissing babies, which is cool, that's a great way to market. But if you ain't submitting proposals, you ain't marketing your company. Now, if I strategically focus on the transportation department and I submit one opportunity to them and then I come back and submit another and another, well, now they start to recognize me. I keep asking for a debrief and saying, hey, what went wrong? And every time I submit the next one, I get better. They start seeing improvement. Well, now they recognize me. But to submit one opportunity and, ain't nobody worried about you. I don't even know who y'all think y'all are sometimes, man. They don't care about me either. I ain't saying it like I'm special. They don't care about none of us. But now, if you can constantly submit to the customer and show improvement, they will start to recognize the name and the face because you're going to show up there. Eventually, it's all going to work out. If you keep trying and don't stay on the sideline crying. There's too many crybabies out here in the streets. Too many soft people that's trying to enter this thing called business. Business ain't for the soft. Going to work is for soft people. You can cry at work. They got a whole HR department that you can go cry to. You know what I'm saying? You could possibly sue with the HR. You could complain over there at the HR department. In the business world, don't nobody care about your complaints. Not one person. Don't nobody care that you lost money. Don't nobody care that, you got some sick and shut in. Don't nobody care. This is business. It's kind of like a sport event. We in competition. And if you ain't willing to compete, well, you going to get your ass kicked. And won't nobody care. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Stop being soft. Submit. And then submit again. And again. And again. Until you get the win. And when you get the win, that monkey gonna come off your back. And then you're gonna realize how easy it truly was. And then the next one you submit, you're gonna win that one too. And then it's gonna start being a domino effect because you got it now. You got it. It's down pat. Now you just keep winning more money. You know what I'm saying? So that's my best advice to all of you guys. And I know I probably hurt some feelings today, but that's okay. You know, I'm not really here to make friends. I'm here to get people rich so we can work together. Because I'm tired of working together with people that only got $10,000 or something. I don't know what y'all want me to do. I make millions of dollars. I really cannot work with you if you only make a couple dollars. This is why I'm trying to educate y'all to generate more money faster so we can do bigger deals together. But right now, I can't help you if you ain't trying to help yourself. It just don't work that way. This is my best way of helping you. I'm teaching y'all what to do. And if you don't believe in yourself, it's nothing else that I can do right now. I got the software. I got the programs. I do coaching for y'all. I can't force you to submit. Yeah, I can submit it for you, but you got to pay me $50,000. So if you got $50,000 and you want me to do the work for you, absolutely. And trust me, I'm going to get paid way more money than that too. If you want me to do all the work, that's how it's going to roll. But $50,000 is the minimum for me to come in and consult and do the work for your business. That's just how I operate. So hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of today. Once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this out with 3 other entrepreneurs, business owners that you know need to get involved with this thing called government contracting so they can get their life changed too. Don't be stingy with it. And by the way, guys, shout outs to each and every one of y'all, man. Where's my hand clap out over here? Let me find my hand clap. Shout outs to you guys. We have over 500,000 viewers that have viewed our government contract information, and it's because of each and every one of you guys continuing to support the channel, continuing to share this information out with other business owners and entrepreneurs. I know we ain't got 1 million people watching, but I'm perfectly fine with our 16,000 subscribers and our 550,000 viewers. I'm okay with that. I ain't got to be like the Atlanta folks. I want the people who are serious and don't be crying and complaining. You know what I'm saying? If that's you, then join the gang. And when I say that gang, I mean gathering and networking genuinely. That's what we do over here. Visit travisknows.com and join our community. It's completely for free. Stay in contact with like-minded individuals, and chances are your mind going to change just like theirs did. Once again, I love you all. I appreciate you guys for being here with me tonight. We will be back here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. going over other features of SB Money Flow, not the government side. We only focus on government on Wednesdays. On Thursdays, we focus on all of the other features of SB Money Flow, whether it's streamlining and automating your social media posting and content. Yeah, we can do that in SB Money Flow. We can do your email campaigns in SB Money Flow. We can build your websites, your funnels. We can do surveys in SB Money Flow. We can do contracts in SB Money Flow. Literally, we can build the contract, send it out so people can sign it and date it. We could do all of that in SB Money Flow. We can do your CRM, okay, so you can keep track of all of your customers inside of SB Money Flow. We can do a lot with SB Money Flow is the moral of what I'm trying to tell you, and that's what we're going to be focusing on tomorrow. Once again, I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I will see you back here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. And y'all know what it is, man. When the music goes off, this goes off. And shout outs to my boy Trey once again for coming up with our theme music out here, man. Hey, how many of y'all really like the Pure Money song? I want to know that. Do y'all like the Pure Money song? Put a me in the chat if y'all like that Pure Money song. But once again, I appreciate my brother Trey for creating this song for us. I hope y'all have a blessed and amazing week and make that money.
It's just different.
Yeah. You already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money.